Today we're going to do a little upgrade. I don't mind the rear foot brake pedal, but I would like to have something that had a bit more, I don't know, pizzazz to it, or a bit more, I hate to use the word bling, but yeah, a little bit more bling to it. Like the floorboard, you can see it has a border of brushed aluminum, and of course it's all coated with clear coat, where the pedal is just kind of, it is what it is. So we're going to go ahead and take this off and replace it with something a little nicer. Now, of course, I'll keep it in case I ever want it in the future. You do have to modify one of the holes in the actual, well, I'll show you as we get there. But on the back of this pedal here, there's going to be 2 screws. I've already taken them off because I was trying to figure out the way I want to do. And they go right up in there. I've got that little black plug. I installed that black plug after I went ahead and took off these 2 screws. You can use a regular screwdriver. I just wanted a lot of leverage and be able to press up in there when I was used to have a ratcheting little screwdriver here. And I didn't want to try rounding any of these over. It's kind of tough. These are stainless, so they're really not going to be easy to round over. But still, I started with this, and I used a regular screwdriver. Then I went ahead and took the pedal off. Got the screws, I took the pedal off. I won't be using this hole, so I just happen to have a little rubber plug. That's what you saw on the back. I went ahead and put that in this morning. I do not like to have open holes, for water to get in. You can see in this corner here, water has gotten in there and it's sat until it's evaporated. So I think I am going to go ahead and drill a little hole in case water ever infiltrates inside the actual assembly. I won't have any rust starting to collect in there. So I will do a little tiny drain hole down there in the corner. And I have to open up this hole a bit more to make room for this big old screw here. Basically, this is the new one. It's all cast in chrome. And the way this works, I will be able to put one more of the pads on here since I'm only using one. This is actually designed to fit quite a few bikes. That's why they have the 2 holes. This only came with 1 bolt, which is fine by me. And of course, I use the extra strength Loctite. I don't want this loosening up on me. And it's going to sit just like that. That'll be really nice once I tighten it up, put it on. Of course, it'll have the 3 pads. And that's going to brighten up the area down there. I don't know. Like I said, it was just the fact that it was just black, and there's chrome there and stuff anyway. You look at the chrome lever. I just wanted something a little bit more. I don't want to use the word fancy, but something a little bit more custom looking. So I was able to find this. So it comes with 2-way tape, and it comes with the pads. Again, I'm using the center hole, so I can basically go ahead and put this one on. Right now down here in Florida, it's about upper 60s outside, which is fine, but this is kind of cool. So what I'm going to do is take one of the pads, I'll clean it off with alcohol, and then I'll clean this off with alcohol too. I'm just going to do this one for now, then we'll do this one after we install it. And I'm going to heat this up with a heat gun, just so it's nice and warm for when I put this on and this, and then I'll go ahead and clamp it. And then I'll let that sit. I'll go in the house and grab some coffee. The alcohol is drying on these. Again, this is going to be pretty nice once it's all installed. So these cleaned off. This one's cleaned off for now. Don't skimp, guys. Go ahead and get the best alcohol you can if that's what you're going to use. I mean, there's other surface cleaners, but if you get the regular rubbing alcohol, it's only 70%. It's okay. I guess it'll do the job, but I just spend just a few cents more and get the 91% since it's pretty much the strongest you can get. So let me get the heat gun, and I will go ahead and heat this up. Put one of these on here and one of these, and I'll go ahead and clamp it, and I'll take a slight break. But for you guys, it'll be instantaneous. Here again, I just took the heat gun and heated up the metal. You don't have to make it hot, just make it warm, that's all, so that the adhesive can do its thing. So I got the 2-way tape on, and I got the rubber pad, and I have these clamps kind of holding it on for now. You probably don't even have to do this, but there again, I don't want it coming loose. So I'm going to put that on, go make some coffee, possibly some breakfast, and I'll come on out and get working on the rest of it. I can get this cleaned up a little bit. The way I put this on, there's no real, how can I say it, right way, wrong way, but I use the part that doesn't have print on it to go on the actual surface of the metal. And that way, the part that has the print, when I peel that off, that actually stuck to the bottom of the rubber. It doesn't say either way, but I'm just saying in case you guys ask, that's the way I did it. Okay, using the 303 protectant, I went ahead and took this, soaked both sides of the old brake pad, and I usually let that sit with all this stuff dumped down on it like this. I let it soak in, then I just take a little microfiber and wipe off the excess, because I am going to store this. I just don't want it getting hard or possibly cracking and rotting and stuff, so that way I'll know it'll be good for a long time to come. Okay, it's all cooled off now. I just need to go ahead and mount it, but I need to open up this hole right here and also get a small drain hole. So let me get a piece of cardboard or something to put under here so I keep the metal filings in check. Okay, so there's the hole drilled out. I was able to use a stepper bit on both sides to smooth it out. There is the drain hole right there in the corner. Now if only water gets in, it'll come right out and won't be sitting there setting up rust. So let's go ahead and get the new pedal cover on. Here's the new cover. Let's go ahead and get the new bolt in there. Here it is there, so it's nice and flush so I can get the pad on. Let's go and get some thread locker inside the nut along with the washer and get that cranked on. So the nut this comes with takes a 14. Again, here's the high strength. Got a washer and an Allen, so I can hold the other side while I crank it down. Then I can clean it and get the pad on. Alright, so I just tried to put this on, however the nut bottomed out before the the bolt itself got tightened up. So I just happen to have, I always keep spares. If I take something apart or throw something away, I scavenge hardware, including, especially if I can find stainless steel hardware. So I had this laying around. So I did find a lock washer and another washer. And I'm going to add that back there along with this nut, and that should snug it down. The Loctite along with the lock washer will keep it from vibrating loose. So just want to give you guys a heads up. I did run into an error from the company that it says it fits this, and it does, but it's just a little bit too long. So it's the Allen. It's nice and flush in the back. That's how it came out. 2 washers, a lock washer, the nut with a Loctite, and there's the rubber plug for the other hole. As you can see, this is open so water can get in there, but at least now I've got the drain hole on the other side, which is partially covered up by this, but there's still a gap to let the water out. So let's get this cleaned up. Let's go ahead and get the pad on there, and then we can see how it looks. So really, so far, the only thing I don't like about this is I wish this could have gone on the other side, the actual opening. If you try to flip this around, nothing lines up. So you have to do it this way. And again, this screw bolt here being a little too long, so you have to come up with your own extra washer and lock washer. And make sure it's all stainless, guys. You don't want to be putting stuff on there that's going to rust. So anyway, I say about the orientation because I just kind of thought, shoot, I didn't even try that. So I took it off, flipped it around, nothing lined up, had to put it back on again. Okay, so now let's get the pad on. Use the heat gun just to go ahead and get it warm. Not hot, just warm, so that this will basically stick. I'll go ahead and peel this off, put the pad on, and then I'll go ahead and get the clamps on there like I did this one here. And that way, you can go ahead and really set up a good bond, and then I'll be done. That's it. Still need to put the clamps on, but just wanted you guys to have a look. That is the finished brake pedal. It honestly should take you about 15 minutes. I do extra stuff along with filming. I grabbed some coffee and a bite to eat, so it took a while and stuff, but it should only take about 10-15 minutes at the most. Just make sure you use the right stuff, and that way there you never have to worry about it again. And be prepared with some of the things that I pointed out. Anyway guys, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, hit that bell notification for future content. I will go ahead and get this one on YouTube just as quick as I can.